Angels, this is going to be our new moon in Sagittarius reading. Please excuse my nails. I had another one break. It also looks discolored. I told you all the other day my nails were like discolored, and I didn't like it. So I had put the tea tree oil, and I got real dry. My hands were like white when I was doing the reading like a week or two ago. Anyway, with this I always forget the name of it. Secret Messages from the Heart. I was going to say Secret Love Messages. We're starting with I wasn't prepared for the importance you would have in my life. And I think that this might be speaking directly to twin flame or soulmate relationship, some sort of divine counterpart. You know, whatever you choose to call it or however you choose to identify. But we're beginning with twin flame with the Ascended Masters deck. It was really important for me to use the Ascended Masters deck today for this reading. I guess I'll explain in a minute. Choose peace is behind that. So, you know, I think I'm seeing this as like choosing yourself, you know, or choosing maybe in a twin flame or in a mate in general, because you don't really choose a twin flame. But in choosing a mate, you know, like the person that is you, that wants to be your peace, or that is your peace, as opposed to anyone that's making you miserable, or even singlehood if that's not making you happy. You know what I mean? Behind that, we also have clearing shield your energy, which I totally believe. I've been talking about the like attacks that people have been under for a while now. In fact, I think that my nails are, you know, part of it. How it's been affecting me, my nails, my hair. We're going to get that straightened out, though. We're going to get that fixed. But definitely be, you know, aware of that. I need to clear and shield your energy, protect your energy. As soon as I started, like my nails started breaking or I started having problems, my hair was not right. Some of it came out. I was just like, you know what? I'm sending that right back to whoever sent it over here. Anyway, with regard to your interactions, see the other person's point of view. Oshun says to drink more water. For me, that's always an indication that we're about to go through, you know, an upgrade and or awakening for those who are like newly awakening. So for you, it'll be that. For those of us who've already been through this for a few years now, or for whatever time one has been through it, upgrade, right? Next level, further ascension. We got nurture yourself, so taking care of yourself, treating yourself, and lastly, persistence. But I am drawn very much into the way that his third eye is illuminated here. So maybe persistence, particularly in following the guidance that you receive. Like even though it doesn't seem like you don't understand the outcome or you don't see the outcome, it doesn't look like it's ahead of you, just keep going. Continue to follow it. So there's a lot going on today astrologically. Today is the new moon in Sagittarius. Also, today is the day that Jupiter, Sagittarius's ruler, goes direct. Jupiter has been retrograde in Pisces, so it goes direct in Pisces today. So that's big. Mercury and Venus, both of which are rulers of Gemini, are currently located in Sagittarius, in addition to the new moon and the sun. Mercury is also a ruler of Virgo. Venus is also a ruler of Libra and Taurus. So perhaps particularly Gemini, Virgo, of course Sagittarius, I should name them first. Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Pisces may have some, well, like whatever we're all getting, which Jupiter is the planet of luck, of course, growth and expansion. Maybe that's why we're getting upgrades right now. So whatever we get as a collective, maybe those signs will be the most impacted. So that's a lot going on in one day. Also, Mercury and Venus are conjunct. They're both at 9 degrees. 9 degrees Sagittarius. think the sun is at 1. I don't recall what degree the moon was going to be at, the new moon. But we will go over that at the end. I'll just quickly look at the planetary calendar. Jump on my laptop to also check out what else is going on during this period. Because, you know, for me, like the moon readings, I like them to, they last like 2 weeks to the next major moon occurrence. The next major moon is going to be the full moon in Gemini. So that's another, I was looking at connections in my last reading. I guess it was the weekly reading, between all the Sagittarius and Gemini that was coming out in the reading, right down to the sun and the lovers. I think was holding in my hand at the same time at one point. And the sun, of course, represents the sign of Sagittarius, although the sun, Earth's star, the sun, rules the sign of Leo. In the tarot, the card represents the sign of Sagittarius, and the lovers represents the sign of Gemini. I was not thinking that the 2 moons that are occurring are Sagittarius and Gemini. So maybe it was trying to show me something of timing, about timing. I'm going to have to go back and look at that reading also, because it could be something. Or maybe something will come out here. Just so you know, so we ended up with, you are in my heart now and forever. I will always be faithful to you. And here we ended up with, see the other person's point of view, followed by the drink. Also, it kind of, even though I shuffled them and cut them, the same cards kind of. I did shuffle them and cut them, right? Yeah, because the next card's different now. So see the other person's point of view, drink water, and nurture yourself are what remained on top of all those that I went through before. For any clarification, because I really want to focus, I think, on the Ascendant Masters deck. I was just guided to do that for this reading. At least one spread. If I have time to do more than one spread, then we'll see what else we do, what other cards we use. But if I have to clarify anything, I think I'm going to use this deck, which is the After the Tarot deck. And here we're starting with the Chariot. So I think the difference is, if I remember correctly, thinking about the Rider-Waite, picturing the card in my head, the Sphinx, they're like sort of on their like knuckles, on their knees or whatever, kind of laid down, like the Chariot's not moving. This one looks more mobile, like they're on the go. So that may be the difference with the After the Tarot. Something really taking off and moving. This is interesting. We have the Page of Pentacles giving a pentacle to a gnome. If you know anything about gnomes, I'm kind of into them. And I swear I have underpants gnomes and sock gnomes, you know, panty gnomes or whatever you want to call them. Because panties disappear. Well, it doesn't matter because I don't wear them anyway. But they disappear when I did want to wear them. I could never find them. And socks always disappear in my house, or I end up with one all the time. So I have socks gnomes. But anyway, these kind of gnomes are said to be very, very good luck and sort of like guardians of the earth. And you know, they are like protectors of buried treasure and of like livestock and the harvest, you know. So sometimes you'll see farmers will put a gnome in the corner by the barn or something like that. So with a person, what looks to be a human being, giving something to what I guess we would consider a higher vibrational entity than himself, you know, something magical. This is probably like paying it forward. So somebody could be paying it forward, maybe to you, to an actual person, and or this could be about like giving, I guess, to the universe, and the universe is going to give back to you. You know, you're giving to the earth, to Mother Earth, or to her guardians, to her protectors, she's going to give back to you. Giving to the universe, to God, it's going to give back to you. And everything's going to pay off. So the Page of Pentacles is also often viewed as, in general, as like someone who is coming forward with an apology, or some type of, similar offer. It could be tied to work and career. Money that's going to be coming in that you're going to be hearing about, a message. And if that's the case, I would say it's coming as a result of, some energy, some effort that you put out there in a positive way. Then again, it's coming back to you. You're being blessed by, like angels and mystical beings. Maybe tied to a decision that you will have to make or have already made, since this is after the tarot. Maybe involving an actual move or travel, with the Chariot being on top and these people being, they look like they're about to get on this boat, like to embark for a trip. Or, could be metaphoric, a decision about moving forward with something. Could be something about which you had been conflicted, but now you're not. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because we also have the Knight of Wands behind those cards. And the Knight of Wands is a card of action, right? Well, Knights in general for me are about action, whereas Pages bring messages. So this one is like he really takes off kind of fast and passionately about something. So it could be about something about which you have been conflicted. You are no more. Made a decision to move forward, or maybe to actually travel, to visit someone, to see someone, or to work, or that could be happening with you. And then here we see the movement, and the Chariot is not only a card of movement, both physical, literal and metaphoric, but it's also a card of victory. As is the Ace of Swords. And this guy kind of looks like he's holding up the ace after having made a decision. The Two of Swords, he's got two swords over here. Two of Swords is about decision making, just like the Two of Pentacles. And then he's got the one that's like the Ace of Swords, in the sky that he's holding. And the two people or obstacles, maybe that were in his way, or things about which he had been conflicted, he is victorious over them, and their swords have now been laid down. If it's about relationship, perhaps twin flames, since I started out of order, I started from this end instead of this end. People could be moving not only toward their twin flame, but maybe going to visit them, or moving in with them, maybe getting a house together or something like that too. And it could be somewhat unexpectedly. Look, there's another Sphinx here in this card. So again, this is about taking some sort of action, I think, with regard to the Chariot. The Knight of Wands, of course, connected to Sagittarius energy, or the energy of fire in general, the planet Jupiter, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, of course. Also, Jupiter and Mars would be the Wands. Something's going on with Mars, too. Mars is in Gemini right now. So I started to say that has to do with a relationship. It could definitely be about moving forward in that relationship. It could be a relationship from the past, somebody you know from your past or your childhood. I looked at this. I saw the 10 and still was seeing it as like a 6 of cups. So that has to mean something. But this is also a very positive card for relationships and for work, or whatever this is about, however it resonates with you. The 10 of Pentacles is a card of, money and security and stability. So where it relates to relationships, it's, tends to be like a relationship has the makings to be long-term and really happy. You make each other feel safe and secure and stable, and you can start a nice family, build a nice family together. It can also be about money coming in, like the Page of Pentacles. Like I said, something could be coming towards you, and if so, it may be as a result of your having, somehow put that money, that energy of money or abundance out. So it's coming back to you in a positive way. We have a page of wands. These are often about, wands are often about job and career. So the news could be directly related to a job or career, but wands are also about passion. So they could be, about a relationship as well. And if so, maybe something or someone from your past, because I looked at this kid and I saw the 10, but I still saw this card and thought about the 6 of Cups. It's always children on the 6 of Cups because it's about, it can be about family and kids, and things like that too, not just soulmates. Also looks like some crisis may have been averted, or you may have had a small revelation about something or someone. Maybe the 9 of Pentacles. Because that 9 of Pentacles is in reverse, and now we're ending up with a 10 of Pentacles upright. And there's the Lovers after the tarot. So coming together. We looked at this card the other day in the weekly reading. I was saying that this is coming across as like a divine, like the universe, God is like blessing the union, the connection between these two people. So even if it were, a business partnership for somebody, again, it's like divinely guided and blessed is the message. Boom, there's the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. The beetle. The beetle means something. The beetle means something. I have to think. Wow, what beautiful cards. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, in addition to being about abundance, there's something that I'm trying to remember. That's trying to be remembered by me right now. It's like in the, how do you say, the tip of your tongue. I'm not getting it. We also have the King of Swords here. And he too is sort of like he's done fighting. He's sort of chill and calm. Things have gone his way, it seems, though. Looking at this card and the hawk. How it's come to rest on his arm. So bird, I feel like he sent this bird out with a message or something, and it's come back to him now. It's like it's done its work. And whatever it was successful, because we have the 6 of Wands immediately behind that. So some really positive things. Again, maybe because of the same signs that I mentioned before. I mean, here's your Taurus and your Virgo, right? Here's your Taurus and your Virgo. Here's your Gemini and your Libra, in addition to Aquarius, of course. And here's your Wands. Here's your Jupiter. Here's your Sagittarius. So very nice. This is the card we're starting out with. And I do feel like, again, this time, this moment, is going to be very much about luck and growth and expansion and truth. Saying what you mean, meaning what you say. King of Swords. It's the sun. The beetle is about the sun. I was talking about the sun. I don't know why it didn't click then. But now I just saw like these beams of light coming from this hand. And since it's in the hand is upward in the sky, it looked like the sun just now. That's what beetles mean. They're also about renewal. So new stuff. Well, this is the new moon. Again, the sun represents the sign of Sagittarius in the tarot. I don't know what else, but maybe more of the message will continue to come out. Let's get started with these. So, let's do recent past, near future, 5D for the feminine, 5D for the masculine. I can take these other cards off the table if I have to, if we don't have room. 3D for the feminine, big D for the masculine. No, sort of the heart of the matter, the center of the situation for the collective. This will be specific to love and relationship. Yeah, so I should read these. This is specific to our relationship. This is this. And going into the full moon in Gemini. All right. Again, a reminder, the overall energy is see the other person's point of view. Recent past. Spiritual law of attraction. So you having that work for you, maybe because you were listening to the guidance that you've been receiving, listening to yourself, listening to others who were impactful upon you, and that brought about, again, maybe give and take, paying it forward, all those sorts of things, and also maybe writing things down, what you wanted to manifest, maybe affirmations, that has helped. Perhaps you doing it under a moon, a full moon, or in this case, a new moon, and that's what has helped. So continue to work on your manifestations. Could be more literal, too, for somebody. I'm getting something about a legal matter. Maybe the legal matter being heard. Writing something, so maybe a contract, and I don't know. That would be pretty specific for somebody. Near future. Energy healing. Artistic expression. I like how they're all purple. And detach from drama. Just allow people and things that you feel like you have to force into your life, force to work. Allow them to fall away if they're trying to fall away. Artistic expression is often for me in these readings with this card about, sort of King of Swords thing, ways of expressing yourself, getting your message across, however you need to do it. So if it's writing, if it's talking, if it's music, whatever. And energy healing could be something that you find yourself working on, or that you go out and seek to have somebody else do for you. I do like how all the cards are purple though in this pile. Feminine 5D message. Go now. White buffalo calf woman. And find the blessing in your current situation. So white buffalo in general is another positive message of abundance. And then we do have a peace offering. So it's sort of like the offering that the Page of Pentacles was making to the gnome, somebody sort of giving of themselves to voluntarily to make good. But the unfortunate part is when I see this card, it tends to mean death in, the real world, the 3D world, and I've never have it not mean that. Now, it's often among celebrities and doesn't touch the people that I'm watching. In this case, I guess it would be specific to females. I'll pull a clarifier for this pile. And look, all the cards are the same color again. This is the brown pile. This is the masculine's 5D pile. Twin flames. He's coming into a realization, if he hasn't already, about, what the connection is between the two of you. He's been thinking about it, meditating on it. He may even have a Buddha, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a masculine actually with a Buddha, maybe Maybe he has a sort of altar with a Buddha on it they praise. Maybe he wears some sort of Buddha around his neck. I'm looking at this guy's necklace now. I'm looking at all the greenery, the earth. So this could be particularly connected maybe to the page of Pentacles as well, and the energy of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it doesn't have to be specific to that. And come out of the closet. So this is like you're hiding your feelings. Again, the King of Swords. You haven't been saying what you mean. You haven't been meaning what you say. Maybe you haven't even, let the other person know. The counterpart, the twin flame, the soulmate, that you've had these revelations, that you've had these thoughts, that you've come into this understanding, that you know who they are, that you know who you are. That could be what the coming out of the closet is about as well. Well, that's what I'm getting. The coming out of the closet is about. All right. So you've been meditating on it, and you know that you need to speak up about this. Actually, I just posted on my Facebook, my Queen of Swords Facebook. It was a thing about Blair Underwood finally realizing that, like, one of his female best friends, BFFs, of over 40 years was the one. And last week I posted something similar about Robert Redford and Jane Fonda. They're like almost 90, and he's like finally realizing it. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this. Like, just people saying, it's been so and so all this time. I don't know why it never clicked. It's clicking now. And so now you got to come forward and say something. Feminine 3D life. Clear and shield your energy. Again, under attack. Teacher. And power of joy. I'm getting very much hermit with teacher. So it could be that you need to become the hermit in order to clear and shield your energy. Like, you may have to pull yourself away from the rest of the world to do that. And that's going to help with this coming out. With this coming out? What? No, that's not what I meant to say. But maybe it does. Maybe for somebody, coming out of the closet is more literal, and it has to do with the LGBTQIA plus community, and your divine counterpart is same sex. Maybe that's what this rainbow is too, because I don't know what else that may have meant. What's going to help you with coming out? That's not what I meant to say. It's going to help you. I don't know what I meant to say at this point. Here's the Buddha again. Well, this is my triad. I looked at the belly. The power of joy is sort of self-explanatory. It's going to help you. This is how you're going to find happiness, basically. So there could be a female masculine energy that needs to come out. And maybe you haven't before. And let somebody know. And it's going to bring you happiness. It's going to bring you joy. Masculine 3D. Father, husband, brother, son. So there was a relationship, and it could be an inner relationship, your inner, self. But there's a relationship with a masculine energy on which you need to work. And again, it could be the one with yourself. It could be. And you maybe specifically are a Scorpio. On another note. Maybe yoga could be something. It ties into meditation and moments of clarity and peace, and that may be able to help you to figure out maybe on what relationship you need to focus, on where you need to focus, particularly if it's within. Maybe part of focusing on yourself is through some sort of exercise and or spiritual practice. I forgot the other thing I was going to say. It left me. because the prayer hands are giving me something about that this is more about meditation. You know what? For somebody, it is about just wanting to be a good, father, husband, brother, son, like male figure, maybe family person, and doesn't really feel that they, can be successful with this. Maybe you got to trust yourself, and you got to trust God, trust the universe. Maybe that's what the prayer is about. That you can do this. This too could be tied to the twin flame, because you might be saying, like, how can I be a leader? How can I be a protector? How can I be a husband, a father? And so that's what I'm getting with that. Somebody's dealing with that. At the heart of the matter here, we have freedom, very Aquarian. And that can apply to many different ways, freedom. You can do it. This is very Mars. Take action. And then with the sword, even though it's Archangel Michael, who's one of his nicknames is actually the sword. I'm also seeing, that air sign energy. Again, Mars is currently located in Gemini. So I'm just seeing it as taking action, maybe with something having to do with air energy, with something that's been on your mind, right? Air is about thinking and communication or speaking, and it's saying you can do it. So yeah, what you've been thinking that you're not capable of, again, you can do it is the message. And yes, Ganesh is removing obstacles from your life so that you can accomplish your goals. Yes, abundance is on its way to you. Yes can be the actual answer to something that you propose, maybe an actual marriage proposal, or for some other type of commitment. The answer is yes. Specific to love. I only put 2 cards here. Let's get another. Choose peace is the one I just got. So for the feminine, the same thing. We also got Isis. So we got Osiris's counterpart here. And she's talking for the feminine about, or to love, with regard to love, about balancing career and home life. Like, that could be what this person is worried about too. Because that's very masculine and very earth sign. And I was picking up the earth sign stuff before with one of these cards. Oh, the Buddha card. Like making sure that you do nurture yourself and spend time and nurture your relationships, even though, you're working. And doing these 2 things, choosing peace, which is probably going to mean, you're choosing yourself and choosing your loved ones and those people that are always there for you. That's going to bring positive change. So if you've been putting all your energy into your career, for example, just the change of maybe incorporating a little bit more home life and choosing peace, maybe in an argument, maybe your wife or, girlfriend, husband, boyfriend, whatever, is always, or family members always saying, you're never here, your children, who knows, whoever it is, you're never here, you're never home. Maybe your doctor, you work too much, so you don't want to argue anymore. That could be choosing peace. And whatever, it's going to bring about positive change. And then going into the energy of the full moon, this is what we have. Opening your heart to love with Jesus. Take charge of the situation, Moses. And focus upon your strengths. So instead of worrying about what you feel like you can't do, focus on the stuff you know you can do, you can accomplish, you know you are good at. And the rest, again, the universe is going to support you, and you can allow some space for your friends, family, and partners, mates, to support you as well. I mean, that's called balance. I do want to, like I said, clarify this one. I think I'll pull a clarifier for this one as well. With decks where I can tell whether or not they're upside down or upright, I usually like to look for the next upright card to clarify. But with a deck like this, I have no idea. So I'm just going to take the next card and to clarify this one. And it is death, but it's in reverse. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Although, like I said, this card has never been off. I would say with this card showing up as a clarifier, again, if we do see death, it's probably going to be something in the public, either celebrities or something on the news. I know that there was just another shooting, preceding this reading. So it could be like something else that's newsworthy like that. That one did involve somebody that was non-binary, so maybe something's going to come out about that. Someone who identifies as, or their pronouns are they, them. I don't know. So maybe there'll be more news about that. But with death in reverse, I feel like maybe we can get close to death. Somebody could be doing poorly. Maybe have a very serious condition, a life-threatening condition, but not die. Should I pull one more? Look, I didn't pull one more. I went to pick up the cards and this one fell away. And it is them carrying someone off, but it doesn't look like he's dead. And this is the Ten of Swords in the after the tarot. Right, they don't have him covered up. He's holding on to his sword, so he seems to be alive, albeit maybe barely. So I think that is the situation. If it comes close to anybody, somebody could be doing poorly. I'm gonna say just pray. I'm a huge believer of it, of prayer. My mom, it's a few years now. I think it was like 2018, 2017 when this first started with her and when I first became aware of it. By like 2018, I think, they were telling us that there was nothing else that they could do for my mother. My sister came, my husband, her daughter, my niece, they all came from down south, basically to say goodbye to my mother. And, we continued to pray, and I continued to do energy healings on my mom. And, she was in that condition, remained in that condition for another year with this inoperable tumor. And then the next year, I guess early 2019, I think it was January, as a matter of fact, 2019, they figured out how to remove it. And, sometime thereafter, I don't remember if it was immediate or I think it was later. I think they did some chemo and whatnot first. And then they removed it later. And that's why she ended up in rehab home early 2020, because she was just healing and stuff. But long story short, they removed my mother's cancer. And knock on wood, since then it had not returned. When I took her last appointment was last December, as a matter of fact, so I got to make a new one. But she went back to the same doctor that had removed the cancer, and she had like a full scan and everything, and there was no signs of it. So I say all that to say somebody can be where doctors are saying that's it. This is a horrible situation. It is dire. The prognosis is extremely poor, and you're not going to get better, and you still can with prayer and energy healing. which is also law of attraction and manifestation. Right? That's what prayer basically is. You're putting your wishes, your expectations of the universe out into the world, and then having faith that they're going to come to pass. That's what prayer is. That's what manifestation is. Right, so let's do one for this too, the situation with this person. Yeah, so we have somebody who just feels, and look, there's two people in this Nine of Wands as opposed to the one guy that looks like he's run down. So I was just saying, letting somebody help you, allowing people to support you is how you're going to get through those sorts of feelings of, I can't, I tried, it's not working, I don't know what to do, I'm not going to be successful. You get somebody else to work with you on it. Look, another one. It's the Hangman, and he's being helped. Somebody's literally feeding him in this picture. Anything else needing? Let's see what else yes could be about. Oh, God. Didn't I say yes might be marriage, an actual proposal or commitment or something? Or maybe an answer to will you move in with me, or something like that, or something, joy, something that's going to bring you joy. That's what the yes is about, the Four of Wands. I can make this up. You all saw me shuffle. You all saw me pull cards. The next one. Ones fall away by themselves. You know, so I could not have planned that. I can't take credit for it. But that's where I think I'll leave the reading. On that note, let me just pull a couple from the secret messages. All right, so here I can see which ones are upright. So I'm going to look for 3. Maybe 6. Maybe I'll stay with the theme that I've been doing and do 3 for the feminine and 3 for the masculine. All right, so here's the first one for the feminine. You are very beautiful, and you have no reason to be jealous of my past loves. I'm very attracted to you, and I can feel the chemistry building between us. I want to feel the warmth of your body next to mine. Are you ready for a night of passion? Talked about the wands and how passionate that Knight of Wands was, right? So could very well your situation may be involving not just the planet Jupiter, the planet Mars, but maybe an actual Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that wants to get passionate with you. Masculine, your first message. The silence between us is really bothering me. Is this really over? I'm sorry for all the things I've said and done that have caused you hurt and pain. I believe that we are destined to be together in this life. Our connection is special and has been blessed by the angels. And I can really see the feminine saying all of those things to the masculine. And the same thing with the first cards. I could see the masculine saying those to the feminine as well. I hope you guys find this helpful and that you have enjoyed it. I'll be back with other stuff soon. Namaste.